I'll hang out and watch.
I don't really want to see it.
Mm-hmm.
So are we going to see everyone? Or things?
I hope so. Let's go.
Is it water? No, it's not water. Ryan and Katie total.
I'm for once more musically
No.
ultra than you are. Who introduced you to the record breed?
I've heard of them before. Who's your favorite?
Not also the daughter.
I've heard them too. I just know it's so good.
Which of them? And then I'm gonna buy this one first.
Okay.
These should be the questions.
Is Sydney gonna do it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't have enough. Yeah, Jared lives. Does he lives earlier than most of the live?
Yes, we'll be doing it.
Very sure. I remember now. This is Jared. I don't remember. Yeah. I do plug in from H. That's the public conference. And 230 years. I don't know how I cooked my cover. I think she had just gotten out of the
This is like
cover.
that. This one.
It's somehow I was able to live like the spirit. We got it wrong. But this is kids gotta say it too when they have that cool down. Financial structure and support.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't thought of that either. What great follow up.
Well, it happened right before I left, didn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, Karen,
I thought we were
Consul, Karen, Margarita,
there. The red one is now.
Manuel. I don't know. These two are Cindy's sisters,
Mm-hmm.
and Hansel's their brother.
Oh, really?
I think so.
Mm-hmm. I can't believe it.
Mm-hmm.
How do we even hear that one said name?
Yeah.
Yeah. God.
You set it up.
What is it?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just set it up to the invite.
Okay.
It's
Right here.
7:30-ish Eastern time. On Sunday. Yep.
Oh.
Running late. Give us 15 minutes.
I could have finished the rest of Downton Abbey.
No worries. Yeah, all night.
This.
Who is Jasu Uka?
Hello.
Jasu. Jasu Uka.
Somebody is mine, probably.
I really see your brother's probably.
Sorry. This one's 692. This one's 282. This one 955. This one's 202. Most of these have 200.
You see, it almost has 2,000.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. They just got 1,000 left.
Almost 1,100. That's how I knew about that.
I don't know if I can even for that. I'm sure that. It's a help support the construction industry.
He's doing something different each day.
I don't think he's not saying.
I wonder if he's marrying it. This one.
Huh?
I wonder if anyone's even doing
For sure. I hope tons of people have. I hope they get more than what they need.
He's like, it's only at 283 plays. That's not a lot. First me to like email.
Well, Facebook's not the way to do it. He knows that.
He emails it too. But
That's not the way to raise support. He knows that.
he's trying to do like that in addition to everything else he's doing. Are we scheduling him now? Is this time? This one?
Okay.
That is, yeah, make sure we're either here or somewhere.
Okay.
You know.
He wants to hear about all the things that we can do to make mobilizing groups better. Number one on the list, change mobilizing students' name.
Did you send that packet that you were working?
Mm-hmm.
Did you send anything like that?
So we can edit. I want it shortened. It doesn't need to be 29 pages.
Mm-hmm. They're gonna edit it though. There's so much miscommunication.
You said John goes over it with every faster.
No, but if the information in it is wrong, then he's going over wrong information.
Especially because he's consistent John emails like, who's telling people that they have to wear jeans?
Yeah.
He's like, I don't.
Maybe he didn't go over it like word for word, but just gonna skim through that.
I'm supporting.
Yeah, because yeah, I don't know what these I'm so excited to bring shorts. I thought we had to look for them.
He's excited about that?
No, she's upset. She's like, if I had known. But I think it's not more. I think it's a Biltmore thing. That they're cooking.
And then you send out groups that aren't the students that don't do construction. Medical groups, stuff like that. If there needs to be less than 850 because they're not doing construction. Try to get groups to adopt villages. Try to get groups to adopt villagers and give education scholarships. I need that 5,800 subtracted from my. I need to delete it off our account because it says we withdrew it.
Get some water. Yeah, I forgot to turn it off.
You dry out.
I put it on my head and back there, but like once I put my hair down and put it on my arm and stuff.
Only if you put it on if your hair more fun. I don't think I had about it. Aliens. You can't tell I look like that.
Mine was way bigger than that.
Hey,
Guys,
hi.
how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. Hey, we're just getting everything set up. I'm getting everybody rounded up, so
Cool.
hang with us, okay?
Yeah, totally.
You guys doing okay?
Are you good?
Yeah.
How are you?
I'm adjusting my sound. Is it nice to be back in the States? Yeah. Good to be home. All right. I gotta figure out, Mitch. I want to add Olivia. Oh, there it is. Let me see if I can add her because she had to go back to school already. It's not letting me invite Liv. How do I do that? Well, hey, do you guys want to come on over here? You guys want to come on over? Yay! Hi! Hi!
How are you guys?
Is it slow? I don't know if we're a little bit delayed or what.
Oh, sorry, yeah.
Okay, let me. So bear with us, you guys, okay? We're just getting organized. So what I have, you guys, I have this going through my Apple TV so the whole group can see you. And we're going to try and get the group back here so you can see us. All right? So let me see if my speaker's working.
Do what? Yeah, we're gonna bend it then.
Let's see.
What was that?
over here, bro.
Dude, give me a cookie.
So he was talking to you, man.
Huh?
He said, how are you?
Like saying, hey.
Hey,
How's it going?
go good. How are you?
Pretty good.
So, Brett, how come it's not working in my speaker? What did we do last time? Hey, I'm still setting up, guys. I'm sorry.
No.
Would you like to sit there?
No.
Okay.
Let me do this real quick.
You
Jordan.
What?
I'll show you the sound from the rest of the room.
It should, because it worked earlier. We tested it. Let me just reset my speaker. Okay, Mitch, say hey. So I got it going through my Apple TV, and what I did earlier, we tested it with your dad.
Dude.
Now.
Well, we might just have to. Hey, give us a sound check, Mitch.
Hey, how are you? Good?
Well, we can hear you. It's not coming through my speaker on my TV. But
Hey guys.
Hey, what's up? How are you?
Good. How are you? In the settings. Where? Yeah.
So what we did-
And then sound. And then output. Airplay output. Try it now. Should be.
it should be good. It's not. Well, that's okay. We'll just.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm just gonna I don't want to get you guys seasick, Mitch and Amanda, but I want you to see kind of who's all here. We've got a good crowd. Okay. So you guys, I wanted to introduce Mitch and Amanda to you. We met these guys while we were in Guatemala. I'm not going to give away your age, but I'll say that they're Sub30. I'll let them tell their story, but we've been so impressed with them, and just they stole our hearts. And one of the things that most impressed me about these guys was their boldness in sharing the gospel and how effective they are in reaching the lost for Christ in the villages. So Mitch, I'm just going to turn it over to you guys. Just tell us a little bit about yourselves and how you guys ended up being Mitch and Amanda, and how you ended up being in Guatemala, and just tell us the deal.
All right. Well, can you hear us?
Yes.
Wait. Okay. Well, I grew up in Houston, Texas, and then I went to the University of Arkansas, and it was, well, I guess I jumped real quick there. It was the last summer. It was summer going into my senior year at Arkansas, where I went on a mission trip through mobilizing students, and I met this lovely young lady, and she stole my heart, and she was actually my boss, and so not much has changed, but that's all I have to say. But so we were doing missions together for 2 weeks, and then we ended up getting married a year later. She was at the University of North Florida, so we were all long distance. And then when I graduated college, God was really working on my heart, and I came to this point to where, as I was reading the Bible, I had this realization where if this is true, if what we're reading is true, then it has radical implications for people who die without Christ. And so at that point I decided that I wanted to do missions full time, and I wanted to go to places that had but little or no access to the gospel. And so I graduated, and then went on staff with a missions organization, and we ended up going to Guatemala. And we chose Guatemala because of the villages, because there isn't a as big as a gospel presence in the villages.
Hang on, Mitch. Someone's calling my TV.
Maybe turn it on now.
What do I do? I don't even know what's ringing. Oh my goodness.
What the heck? It's ringing.
Something's ringing, but I don't know what it is.
It's ringing like back there in the corner.
It's your iPad.
Oh, my iPad's ringing, and we're not even using that. Just ignore it. Just ignore it. Keep going. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Otherwise, and so yeah, we chose Guatemala mainly because one of the villages that we're working in, Aguasarca, doesn't have a church at all in it, and that was really hard for me. Like for example, today, Amanda and I woke up, and on a Sunday we went to a place where we were able to worship God and learn more about the Bible and be around people that could encourage us. And it was hard for me to realize that there's places that don't have that, but they can't meet together to learn more about the Word of God if they want and be encouraged by one another, and come and worship God together. So that's why we chose Guatemala, and that's why we chose some of the villages that we're working in. It's because we want people to have an opportunity to hear the gospel, accept Christ, be discipled, and make more disciples. For example, if someone accepts Christ in Los Cholitos, and they want to be a pastor, we want them to be able to have that opportunity to become a pastor and to know what it looks like to love God with all their heart and love others. So that's like in a real quick way how we ended up in Guatemala and learned about my heart. Share that.
Well, I'm Amanda, and I'm his wife. We pretty much told our story and how we met and how we got to Guatemala. I grew up in Florida, and I was saved when I was 10. And I went on my first mission trip. I was 18 and I went to Peru. And that's really when the Lord called me to missions, and when I really knew that I wanted to be a missionary specifically to Hispanics. And so that kind of, well, when we met, we both had that commonality that we really wanted to do missions, and specifically with Hispanics. And so we just saw like the Lord working in that in our hearts, and that eventually led us to Guatemala and to where we are now.
One thing I wanted to add, I didn't grow up in a Christian home, and it was when I was about 15 years old, someone invited me to a church service, and I heard the gospel and I accepted Christ. But someone started that church at some point. Like, they left the church that they were at, and they started that one where I heard the gospel and accepted Christ. And so it's really close to my heart to go to villages where they don't have the same opportunity and try to create that opportunity for others. For people, if they want to go and hear about Christ, they can go and they can hear about it, and they have the opportunity to pass from death to life or receive new life. And so that's really close to my heart, and why we choose to, at our age, live in the Guatemala, share the gospel in the villages. So that's our story.
That's cool. Okay, so while we were there, 4 ladies got saved, and then you sent the video of Cindy getting baptized, and then you just posted it on Facebook. Like 6 of the kids got saved.
Yes, ma'am.
How'd that happen? That's awesome.
Well, yeah, God is good. we and the little kids listened to me. So that was really cool. It was two of the girls were Cindy's sister, Karen and Margarita, and then I think the other little boy's name is Hansel, and and then Manuel.
That's so cool.
I'm trying to see. Um, yeah, this one, screen one. Which one is it? I'm gonna click on this. Let's see if this works. It's can y'all see that?
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
So this one's, sorry. This one's Manuel,
Oh my heart.
and this one's Hansel. Here's Cindy. You can kind of see her, and that's her little baby. I what's the baby's name? I forget. This is Margarita, Cindy's sister, and this one's Karen. And unfortunately, I don't remember his name. It happened like right before we were getting ready to come back to the States.
We had a group with him.
Yes, we had a group with us, and I just was playing with the Evangel Cube, and they all really liked it, and so we walked them through it, and then these six or so were the ones that were more interested than all the others, and so we pulled them aside and we went over it to see if they really knew what they were doing, and yeah, they all said that they wanted to accept the gospel, so we we prayed with them. So, and when they get a little older, we'll baptize them.
That is so cool.
And
So two of them are Cindy's sisters. Is that what you said?
yeah, these two girls right here are Cindy's younger sisters. I think this is. I might be wrong. This one, Hansel, that might be he was their brother or cousin. I feel like he was related in some way.
That is so cool.
That was the connection there. Let's see if I can move this back.
That's exciting.
Yeah, that was really neat. So
Super
we,
exciting.
I don't know if you met. There's another guy that we work with, and he did what was it, Sunday school with him today, and sent us a photo. So even though we're not there, they're not just
They did Sunday school with them?
one of our friends that's in Guatemala did Sunday school with him this morning.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, yesterday. He goes on Saturdays. So even though we're not there, there's still kids aren't alone. They're still being poured into.
That's cool. That's cool. So you guys are here in the States for 2 months doing what then?
We're raising support.
And visiting.
And I'm sorry. And we do I do like my father-in-law. Yeah, and my own parents. So we did come to say hi too. Yeah.
Sorry, I had to feed the dog, Mitch. She was growling at his bowl. Sorry about that. It's like getting up and walking around.
No worries.
Wow, that is cool. So you're hanging out with family, you're fundraising, you're checking in with churches and stuff.
Yep, that's the plan.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Well, we've got a couple people here that were with us in Guatemala. Matt and Jared and Rachel live already back at school. We spent one entire Sub30 just kind of talking about the trip and showing all the pictures and telling stories. So I don't know if anybody else has questions or any thoughts that you want to share. Questions for Mitch and Amanda? You guys want to say anything to them? No pressure. No pressure.
It's awesome to see you guys.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's good to see
you
you too.
Can't wait to go back next year. You guys think you'll be there at the same time next year?
It's true.
When do you have any tentative date yet?
We don't have a tentative date yet. I'm waiting for school to start so we can get the practice schedule for Lakotas. Because if we're gonna invite any of the students to go, I know that a lot of their sports conflict,
There's some stuff not.
so we're gonna probably shoot for the first or second week in July. That's what I think we're gonna shoot for. But I want to get the dates booked so that we can have our choice of dates and not whatever's left there.
Yeah.
Cool. So 2 weeks ago we shared the bracelets that you sent us, Amanda. I know not everybody was here, so I wanted to pass them around again. If you didn't get a bracelet already, go ahead. So you guys go ahead and take one if you didn't already. But these are bracelets. Amanda was sweet enough when she went to Antigua for her last trip there. She picked up a bunch of bracelets for us. And really what we're asking you guys to do is take a bracelet, wear it, but when you're wearing it, just commit to pray for them. Commit to pray for what they're doing there, their ministry that they've got going on, because we're seeing that the boldness that they have is really effective for growing the kingdom. So that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Of course, we all love our bracelets, even our Pastor Lonnie was here 2 weeks ago, and he's wearing his. I don't think he's taking it off. He's wearing it the whole time. So can I ask, where you guys are, with your financial support? What are you trying to make up the difference? What are you trying to raise?
Well, we're doing better. Our goal is $230 in monthly support is what we need. I think when we talked in Guatemala, it was either 4 or 5.
Yeah.
Something like that. Yeah. So we've had so many donors sign up, and so we're really excited. And we're at the final. We're almost there. We're it's about to close it all, and so $230 a month is what we're looking at. There is before we do that. Not much at all.
You're cutting out a little bit.
Oh, I said it's not much at all. We're almost there.
That's awesome. Good. Do you guys have any questions? Any thoughts? Anything? No? All right, you guys. Well, we're going to try and get, we're going to end this call, and I'm going to try and get Liv so that she can be a part of our kind of discussion and Bible time. But I think this worked out really well. Next time I'll figure out how to make sure the speaker's working. It worked when we did our guinea pig test. I called our neighbor and said, hey, pull up Google, and it worked, and Brett was here, and he can vouch for it. I'm not crazy. I don't know why the speaker's not working, but I think that this would be a really cool thing to be able to do to just keep in touch with you guys.
Definitely.
All right, you guys are awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
See you later.
Yeah.